Hey guys, welcome back to the Beck Check podcast. This is guest appearance number 9. That's right. Dawson Smith alongside Cam Meserve, and we're here with former teammate and Special Olympian Tom Noble. So, Tom, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. I've been looking forward to this episode for a long time. So, tell the audience, how have things been? What have you been up to?
I've been fantastic. I'm currently training. I'm currently doing practices every Saturday now. I got training camp this spring, and then a lot of busy schedules happening to me. Well, before I head to Orlando this June.
Nice. And what are you looking forward to in Orlando? And just if you wouldn't mind telling everybody, what are you looking forward to there?
Obviously, going to compete against like national competition because normally, like when when like back in the high school days, usually I compete against like main athletes, but
Right.
this is like some of the athletes from the 50 states and 11 of the Caribbean countries, which is a huge boost for me here.
That's huge. Like your competition size is going from like this small, and now you're facing competition worldwide and all across the country. So that must be insane and a little different for you.
It is completely different. It's almost completely different as back in the track and field days, back in my football days. But this is a huge thing for me. Going to be around like about almost 100,000 people for the
Jeez.
opening ceremony. But I don't know how many for golf at this rate right now, but I'll give you some updates when I reach to Orlando.
Cool. And what are you gonna be doing for events when you reach Orlando? So you said golf is that going to be the main event, or
It's golf, yeah.
it is golf? Okay, okay, very cool. Because I we used to golf actually. I don't know if you remember back in the old days. You and I used to go to the driving range back with like Bridgeton Highlands Golf Club camp or something. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I think I remembered that, yeah. It is exactly like that's exactly where I started with. But before I went to, well, here's a story about how
Okay,
I started golf. Like when I was like 10 or 11, when I don't have any golf clubs, I used like my mom's curtain rods and a ping pong ball, and I
no way.
dug up a hole, and I dug up a hole on my backyard, and read that it is like a PJ Championship or the Masters or something like that. But
Wow, that is some determination, Tom, to, when you don't have anything to, make use of what you got at home. And yeah, very creative, but you know what? That hard work's paying off, and I think we'll see that in June, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. And thinking
no
back
doubt.
to the high school track days, what do you miss about high school track the most? If you had just to name a couple things, because I think about that a lot, as much as you both probably do, because we were all teammates.
I obviously missed the shot put the most, and
Yeah,
including back at the indoor days where I beat Luke Hool like about 40 feet, one and a half inch, I believe, and that's where I in front of my former teammates and stuff like that. And well, making states is where I miss
yeah,
because I never. And my first appearance at states was back in 2016 at Mount Desert Island, which is against like best shot putters in the state in the
right.
class, and I end up at the top 8, which is a surprise for me because I never beat like anyone who's like better than me from my first heat.
Right. But you did.
Yeah,
You did.
Very cool. And,
yeah, and also the race walk I missed
oh,
because
I
like
forgot about that. Oh my
yeah,
god. Dude. Oh,
yeah, because normally at Lake Region no one wants to do that, and
no.
somebody has to make the commitment. So I stepped up. So
I think my favorite
Uh,
memory, Tom, was during the 4x2 when you were the anchor leg, and you get the baton, and everybody would be like, "Whoa, look at him go!" And That was my favorite memory of you during the 4x2 and indoor. Just how like beautiful of an anchor leg you had every race down the straightaway. Gone. Nobody's catching you.
Yeah, the 270-pounder who runs like a freaking wide receiver on football. Apparently,
Exactly. And what are you doing right now for training to get to Orlando? I know it's a little off topic, but like, what are you doing to get better? And I know June's right around the corner in a couple months. So
last week I practiced tried my pre-shot routine, shipping and 9 holes with my USA Games athlete Travis Curtis, who's the best golfer in Special Mix Maine, who has been competing for like almost like, I mean, he's been in the USA Games like 4 times now.
Jeez,
and yeah, he competed at I think Nebraska. He got disqualified, and then in the last 3 he placed bronze overall in his 18-hole group.
Geez, so obviously a very good golfer there, of course.
Yeah, he's the best Special Mix Maine golfer in the freaking. He's the best golfer in the state. I give you that. And he's been playing golf for 4 times a week.
Geez, yeah.
Wow.
Pretty big commitment there then. For sure. For sure. Well, I can't wait to hear about that because I know we've been trying to plan this episode out for a while, and I knew we wanted to get this in before you head out. And so maybe after we can get you back on and you can tell us about how everything went and the results and just that experience. I'm sure you're just going to enjoy every second of it. So I can't wait to hear about that. Eddie, Dawson, do you have anything else to say?
Tom,
obviously, you go ahead.
All I would say is, Tom, we wish you the best luck. We know since our high school days, and I think your hard work's going to pay off. So we're rooting for you, and good luck in Orlando.
Thanks, Dawson. I really appreciated that.
Absolutely.
What were you
Tom,
saying?
anything you add before we head out?
All I'm going to say is, I hope y'all not end up in my dungeon right after this.
You promoted me dungeon owner, Tom. You promoted me dungeon owner. I don't know if you remember that before you left. You said, I am in charge of the dungeon. So.
Yep. Yeah, I promoted you as the owner of the dungeon. So
and I released everybody from the dungeon. So.
Right.
Well, that's all we have time for today, guys, on the Back Check Podcast. Cam Meserve alongside Dawson Smith, Tom Noble, 9th guest appearance. Wish him the best heading to Orlando in June. Let's go, Tom. And have a great rest of your day, everybody.
I'm conquering the spirit.